What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another video during episode. Today it's gonna be nice and simple, hopefully very quick. I always say that and I never do it because I'm a yapper. What can I say? Well, not never, but like very rarely. Okay, but let's just get. So I woke up at six something after for no reason. First of all, when I woke up after a dream, my dream. Oh my god. The moment I speak about the morning, I fall asleep almost. The dream was quite interesting. To put it very briefly as I can, it was Gojo Satoru, and he was my teacher, and I was on a class trip, and me and a few friends were constantly trying. We were not allowed as a class to go anywhere aside from the hotel or the place we were staying at, so we always had to stay with Gojo essentially. And me and a few friends in the evening, we always tried, when he was like trying to go to sleep or whatever, we always tried to sneak out because we were like, okay, well, we want to explore the cities, we want to explore the areas, we want to have the freedom to choose where the fuck we are, you know what I mean? It sucks to go to all these different places only to be staying inside of the hotel that entire time. So me and the friends were doing that a few times. And a few always got caught. I never did. I always came back and then he would like scold us. But I was never caught while trying to go out. Like, yes, caught, but not like he didn't stop. He never catched me, or the person chasing us never catched me, so that I was unable to go out. Whereas a few of my friends got restrained and they had even worse punishments, I guess, And then one friend, like one time, Gojo said, like during the day, to this friend of mine, he was like, "You have all of your strikes. You've used them up. If I catch you outside of this building one more time, I'm going to kill you." Quite strict, but okay. What can I say? And so the guy was like, "Shit, okay." So it was like a group of me and a few other people. The night when tried to go for a walk in the city again, tried to explore it. So then we were caught by this guy. I don't know what was. He had a. I don't know why, but we said his full name. I don't know what his full name was. I think it was Adam or something with an A, starting with an A. I don't know. And then his last name, don't remember also. But like, I don't know why we called him by his full name. We were like, oh my god, he's chasing us, and he almost had me, but I somehow got out. I don't know how. And then I was out. I got out of the building, out of the area with one friend. And we were like, okay, we did it. Let's explore the city. And then suddenly the friend who had no more strikes left spawned beside us. And he's like, guys, I don't think I should be here. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing here? He's literally gonna kill you. Like, and I was like, okay, I've got a plan. So smart. Put handcuffs around me and act as if you were chasing me, so that there's like a reason as to why you're out, and then he will, type shit. Sacrificed my freedom for my friend, for his life. So we did that. And then Gojo was not stupid. He knew what we were doing. And he had the key. He unlocked the handcuffs because there was like a seal on it. I don't know, special type of seal. And he unlocked it, and then I was laughing the whole time because like I knew what I was doing. I was like, I couldn't even be mad because it was worth it to sacrifice my freedom for my friend, for his life. And then everyone left except for Gojo, and I thought he would scold me, but even then I was laughing. But then I was like, this city was beautiful, and he's like, yeah, I agree, the city is beautiful, which is why I wanted to explore it tomorrow. And then I was like, really? Wow. And he's like, do you want to come with me? I could feel that he respected me because one, I was always able to escape, never caught. Two, because I just sacrificed that for my friend's life. And three, because I came up with a strategy, like to save my friend's life. So I earned his respect. Like we had now mutual respect, and so yeah, and then that was cool. And then we dabbed each other up, so that was cool. That was cool. So, and then I asked ChatGPT, he said the dream represents something, like most likely represents something about balancing freedom and rules, because there was a clear rule to not leave the area. I constantly violated it, did not give a single shit. But then when it actually came to, like, like when there was actual responsibilities, even if it's not mine, then I was like willing to. You fucked. I don't know how to speak, but you get it. Yeah, so that was the dream. Interesting start. Then I was on a call with a friend, which we randomly decided at midnight yesterday. I was still awake because I was on a call with my brother. Then, yeah, the call was quite nice, honestly. That was quite a good time with my brother. Yeah, then I woke up at 6, which kind of sucked, but okay. And then 1.5 hour call with my friend. The other guy in the group was asleep till 10. It is what it is. Sometimes it just do be like that. But so me and the guy had a pretty decent convo. At first it was quite awkward, and he also had a loss recently in his fam, so that kind of like yesterday. So like, yeah. But I guess I'm glad at least we talked for that long. Hopefully, was able to distract him a little bit, or like lighten his spirits or something. Yeah, because that's crazy. Yeah, but so we talked, and he showed me, bro. He built an app for like the last few, like half a year or so, last few months, 6 to 8 months. He said it's quite interesting. It was like a POS system, looked decent, but obviously not finished. But still, good shit for even doing that. Like even if it doesn't work out, it's still like experience gained doing something that most people will not do. You know what I mean? So impressive. Oh yeah, we went, well, before the call, I also went for a walk. It was, amazing. Yo, the sunrise, especially with the clouds in combination, looked stunning. And then I made protein pancakes during the call. I ate them after the call. Laid down for a little bit because stomach was full. Went to the gym, hit the legs. That was pretty good. That was pretty intense. Just came back from the gym. Now I'm here. Gonna read for a little bit because while I was in the gym, a friend asked me if I wanted to meet up with her at 2, and it's like in 20 minutes it's 2. So yeah, for like an hour or two, probably like 2 hours. And then I said sure. So outside, social interaction, that's gonna be good. Then once I'm back, I'm gonna take a shower, and then at 5, a friend of mine will come to my room. We're gonna hang out for like an hour or so before going to dinner, because I booked a table again at the restaurant where I celebrated my birthday. It was a really good restaurant. I really enjoyed it. And it's kind of like an end of the year thing with like 4 people from class. We were supposed to be 5 people from class, but one canceled yesterday. And then the friend who I'm also randomly meeting this, like today at 2, because she's moving. She was supposed to move tomorrow. She told me she will move on Monday. So yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna hang out with her as much as possible. I mean, if she's leaving soon, man, it's gonna fucking suck. Well, what can I say? Yeah, that's also why I invited her to the dinner, because it was like supposed to be like a class thing, but like also most of the class didn't come, which I think is good, because yeah, I don't like being in a big social setting of, I don't know, I don't know, I don't, yeah, it's just not my thing. I like small groups, but so I invited her, and yep. So we got that, and then, well, yeah. Oh my god. I'm gonna. Well, the thing is, this is also gonna be different because I've never been out with her on a night. But what I usually do on a night out is I socialize so fucking much. I genuinely just make connections. It's like the best, easiest way to make connections, in my opinion. Because like the people I've met there are people who I do not usually see because they're just not in my environment. You know, it's like, yes, put yourself in an environment to meet people you wanna be like you know how those people say how there's people saying like, oh, sit down in a really fancy cafe or really fancy cafe and just look at all the people and all the surroundings, how they carry themselves, maybe strike up a conversation with like, you know, because that's where like the cool people are or whatever, the people you want to be like yes, but also if I want to network, if I want to get shit easier, because this is also a big place where connections matter. It's like the easy, because there's like professionals that I do not usually see anywhere because, for example, they don't do the sports that I do, or they just have their own busy lives. You know what I mean? Like, not everyone is going to a cafe, especially not at the time where you will be at the cafe. So, like, you know what I mean? It's a easy way to make connections. But since she's moving soon, might stay with her, or might also. Well, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how that turns out. But it's time to read because I don't. I will most likely be busy for the like from now on. It's gonna be like social interaction one, come back home, shower, social interaction two, dinner, social interaction three, and like my day was pretty good, I have to say. So yeah, and my aunt also invited me because I told her I went to a sports event of one of my cousins yesterday. Yeah, spoke about that I think in yesterday's video. Essentially, also a few connections made there, and then told my aunt that, and now she's like, well, your other cousin also has a sports day in like towards the end of the month. Come, you can make more connections. You can make more connections that will enable you to get a job or whatever. So I love connections, yes. Those connections were quite random, I do have to say. It was less because I spoke to people and more because people spoke to me. Because I was like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how to speak to older people like that, low key. Like, I've always been around people who are older than me most of my life. But, like, how do I speak to people that are like my parents' age? You know what I mean? I don't know. It's like, especially if they don't do shit except from work and looking after their kid. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. But it's important, I guess. Yeah. So, and like, how do I initiate the convo or something? Because I also do not know any of the children, like anyone. I know my cousins, my two cousins' names, and that's it. Bro, I don't even know every name of the people of my class. What makes you think that I remember the kids once, you know what I mean? That I've never even seen or heard of, or what can I say? All right. So that's the plan, yep. All right. I'll see you in the next one.